Hello and welcome to the KenChu Farm Services. Now, as you can see, this is an Earthen pond, 40 by 20 at Mbaise in Imo State, Nigeria. So we have two of the pond. This is one here, and this is the second pond, the 40 by 20 Earthen pond. So we have two of the pond at this site. So the digging, the bagging has been done. So we are doing the netting and also have an overflow pipe here. Then you can see there's water on the ground. So this is more like a seasonal water. During the peak of the rainy season, the pond will always have water. So during the rainy season, you might notice the water might go down, but there is a lake close by that they can get water also to the pond. So the source of water will also be from the lake. So these are the two ponds that we have at this site.
The first thing we do before we start the Earthen pond project is visiting the site we want to do the pond. Now this helps us understand the nature of the soil that we have in that land. Is it a waterlogged area? After we've done with evaluating the site, we've understood, okay, the best possible pond to carry out in the site. Then we now proceed into the clearing. Clearing is important if you are doing a manual job. You have to clear the site or put stored. If you have trees there, you have to cut them down. If you are using the machine, the bulldozer, the excavator can do the clearing for you. For this site, since we are going for the manual, we did the clearing manually. Remove all the stored, remove all the trees that are there, and get the pond set for the digging to commence. So after we've done with doing the clearing, now the next stage is for us to start doing the digging. So as you can see, the digging of the pond has started. So we are doing the digging of this site. So if we are doing the manual, we have workers that do the digging for us. We get them and they start digging based on the size of the pond we want to do. So the digging process takes days since it's manual, and the workers on the farm help to carry out the digging of the farm. So you guys can see in the video we are almost digging. So after we are done digging, we'll do what we call taking the right measurement to be sure that, okay, this is the size we want. Because each pond must meet the required sizes. If it's 40 by 20, it should be done 40 by 20. And also the height of the pond. Now, this pond is a 5 feet pond. So you can see we also did the measurement of the height to be sure that it also meets the 5 feet. It helps for the proper stocking of the pond. Because if you do a size that is less than, that means the stocking will not be accurate. So we'll look at the size. Are we sure we are getting the 40? Are we sure we are getting the 20? And also the height, is it the 5 feet? So these are the measures we take before we now go into the next phase, which is setting up the dykes, which is a bag around the pond. So the bagging process happens for some days. Load the sandbag and start setting it very well so that it will form like a wall for the pond. So, and also to create the dyke so that the pond does not get flooded by water. So when we are done with that stage, after the whole, like you'll see now, we've done with the bagging stage, you can see water is in the pond. Then we'll start treating the pond. So we disinfect the pond if there is any insect that will harm the fish. So we use salt to disinfect the pond properly. We do it, we have 2 ponds here, we do it for the 2 ponds and ensure we do it around the pond. So after you are done disinfecting the whole pond, so also if you watch, you see there's a heap of sand around the pond. So those heap helps to protect the pond so that water doesn't cross and come in so that the pond don't get over flooded. So we don't want to ensure that during the peak of the rainy season, our pond don't get over flooded. The heap of the sand you see stand like a barrier so that the pond doesn't get over flooded. So now we'll move into the netting and the piping of the pond. So we'll start connecting the pipes. Now these are overflow pipes that takes out excess water from the pond environment outside. And we'll close the dike very well so that water don't come from outside into the pond. So after the bags and the netting phase continues. So once the pipe is done, we'll start netting our pond. And as you can have it, this is your 40 by 20 earthen pond done by the KenChu Farm Services here in Mbaise in Imo State, Nigeria. So you can reach out to us on the number on the screen and do well to like, to share, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So go to the channel, we have amazing content on how to start up a fish farm.
Subscribe to my channel.